welcome back to Crazy Little Book Page, where I talk about books and the pages in them. You'll notice I sound a little terrible, and it's because I have H1N1. Yeah, there's that. So it's Tuesday, and this is my first clip of the week. I'm about 100 pages into Strange the Dreamer. I don't have it with me. It's sitting on my table by my bed. I'm really enjoying it so far. So there's that. I've just gotten to the part where Laszlo gets into the city of Weep. And then it switches to the angels or the ghost girls or whatever they're called, and it changes to their story. So I thought that was kind of interesting that it breaks it up into like different parts and tells each consecutive part instead of going between one story and another. I did finish An Anonymous Girl, and wow, that book lives up to the hype. It is such a good book. I can't even describe in words how great that book actually was. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. It's about a girl who signs up for this anonymous study, and it turns into a really wild ride of this psychologist trying to trap Jess into a lie and just being really deceitful, and she does really ethically immoral stuff, and I was not expecting any of the twists that were in that book, but from the first moment I heard the first chapter to the last moment, I was so enthralled in this story, and I could not wait to find out more. Altogether, it probably took me a day and a half to actually listen to the story. So that was nice. So today I picked up a copy of Christy Cherish's new book, Lipstick Voodoo, which is the second in the Kincaid Strange series. This is a 3-part trilogy about a girl named Kincaid Strange who is a paranormal. She raises zombies from the dead to find out how they were murdered and who's committing crimes, etc., etc. However, I feel like I have to pick up the first book in the series and this cover, because this is what the cover looked like 3 years ago when it was printed, and it looks like this now. And the other book, the first book, has this type of cover, and it's really glossy, and this is matte, and they're not even the same size. Like, this book is bigger. So I'm rereading this because I've kind of forgotten the story, being that it's been 3 years since I read it. I did really enjoy it the first time that I read it, so I'm expecting that I'll enjoy it this time. I did peek in at the first chapter of this, and it is still a very compelling story, so there's that. So I am going to start this and hopefully finish it within the next day or two. It's only like 335 pages, so it's not even a long book. And then I'll continue on with this, all the while I'm still reading Strange the Dreamers. So we're going to do some errands and then pick up my son from his tutor. It's very cold in this car. I wore pants that I don't normally wear, and they are freezing. Like, jeggings in the wintertime, not such a good idea. on Kincaid Strange. I have H1N1, so I haven't really been feeling up to reading it all this week. But I'm on chapter 2.5. So I finished like half a chapter of the voodoo killings. And I'm still really enjoying it. I enjoyed it in 2016. It was a 5-star read for me, I believe. But I think I'm enjoying it a little bit more because I'm reintroducing myself to the story and re-immersing myself in Kincaid's story. And because of the fact that I kind of like more urban fantasy now than I did in 2016. So there's that. I haven't picked up Strange the Dreamer this week at all. And then I was looking at my TBR on... Oh, we are seeing a deer right here. I wish I could show you guys what it looked like, because... Oh, it's pretty... Oh my god, it's just like walking up the street. We have a lot of deer in our city, but I was looking at my spreadsheets from both Hardback Hoarder posted one on Twitter and the Read Harder by Book Riot challenge spreadsheet thing, and I'm kind of freaking out because I have like 9 books on my TBR and I started with 5 and I've just added more books to my TBR because, you know, strange addictions. So now I'm freaking out because I have 11 days to finish 5 books. I've already read 4 this month, so I'm hoping that there's a car coming this way, Adam. My husband doesn't like to look for cars coming both ways. He just looks one way and it freaks me out. Because people in this city don't know how to drive. So I'm hoping I can get those 5 books done in 11 days. Like, I'm reading 2 at the same time, so I'm pretty sure I probably can. And I'm leaving Sleeping Beauties to the very last because I don't want to knock that sucker out right now. It's like 1,200 pages, so with that, that's today's update, and I'm gonna go into the dollar store and get some essentials. We're going to Indigo to get some books, so come with me and we're gonna get some books. That needs to be burned. Oh, look at how pretty those are. Already have this one. So you probably saw in my clip that I picked up The Voodoo Killings by Christy Cherish. I was already reading this yesterday. I had another copy that I got 3 years ago from the publisher, but I bought this one because of the fact that I'm very OCD when it comes to my books and I like them to match on my bookshelves. So I had to pick up the cover that matched the Lipstick Voodoo one because they changed the covers in the middle and they just weren't matchy and not the same size, and I couldn't ever see myself putting them side by side on my shelves. So I am about 39 pages in. I'm on chapter 4, so yeah, 39 pages in the voodoo killings, and I am very much enjoying it. So I'm hoping to get a good chunk of this done today before my stepson comes home, and it should be easy since I don't really have anything else going on today. So yeah. Oh, and yes, I am wearing different clothes today. Most of the time when I do these videos, if you see me in the same shirt, it's because that's what I wear as my pajamas. So yes, it is clean, and they're not dirty clothes. I tend to be a creature of comfort, and I wear the same shirt to bed all the time because I just like comfort. So, but today I had an interview at Air Canada, so I had to get dressed and go out into public, and yeah, most of the time though, when I'm at home, I'm in my pajamas because I like to be comfortable, and I don't like to, you know, stay in my clothes if I can help it, because who wants to stay in uncomfortable clothes? Well, this is my last clip for this period of vlogs. I hadn't posted for a couple of weeks because I've been without internet. I finished the voodoo killings. I'm still actually working on Strange the Dreamer, but it's still taking me a long time to do so. But I did finish the voodoo killings. I'm on Lipstick Voodoo. I'm almost 3 chapters in into this. I'm on page 23, and it shouldn't take me too long. It's only like 360 pages, so not long at all. So that is that. I really enjoyed Voodoo Killings. It follows Kincaid Strange and her ghost roommate Nathan Cade, and they're trying to figure out who's killing a rash of practitioners and making people zombies, and who's trying to raise Jinn in Seattle, and it isn't at all who she would have expected, and you don't find out until the end of the book who it actually is. But yeah, so this is a great book for people who enjoy urban fantasy. If you do, you should pick it up. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!